Hello, everyone. I want to talk a little bit about us black folks being our natural self. I keep hearing about um, it's mostly coming from black people. Be natural. Why you need them wigs and weaves and makeup and all that stuff? I'm like, come on. Women has been making themselves up since the dawn of time. We take much pride in our appearance. We're not doing it for you or you or you. We're doing it for us. Now, I am going to say this much. We need to stop continually buying new stuff. We need to just hold on what we have, take care of what we have, and leave it like that. But I still think, stop talking about people. Women shouldn't be talking about other women. Let that woman do her thing. What we need to be worrying about, we not worrying about it. We need to worry about our little babies getting shot. We need to be worrying more about our black brothers and sisters being homeless or can't get an education or can't get a good job because they don't have a decent car. We need to be worrying about stuff that is important. What you wear on your head or the eye makeup you have is not hurting me. So why am I going to worry about it? But then I'm talking about our nature as black people. Now, most of all, we are people of the land. Uh, so we need to start getting back to the land, back to the nature, and teaching our kids that. Now, I want to start out by saying grass feeds the oxen. The oxen nourish man. Man dies and goes to grass again. And so is the tide of life, with everlasting repetition, in continuing circles, moving endlessly on and upward. By John James Ingalls. Now, most people appreciate green grass than they are aware of. You have the microscopic algae in a pond. And of all the plants, the grasses are the most important to man. All our bread stuff, corn, wheat, oats, rye, barley, rice, and sugar are grasses. Now, what I've observed that in the schools, they teach us more about the stars, the planets, the moons, and outer space stuff than they do the things on Earth. So that's why we need a more balance of history and education and learning more about our planet and learning how to keep the planet not from being misused, not destroying the planet. And how often do we hear about black young ones going camping or visiting farms, eating home baked bread and fresh picked vegetables and fruit? Not that many. And I'm not sure why blacks even chose to move to concrete, like Chicago and New York, places like that. It was totally against our nature. We are land people, free spirited people. We don't like to be congested. We are hunters and independent by nature. Our creativity has been forwarded in an unnatural direction. Now, instead of embracing our differences, for example, the Bloods and the Crips, they're on hate and destruction. And even though we are territorial by nature, and we do need to have an area that we can call our own. But see, you can't claim something that is not yours. And that's what's going on with these gangs and stuff. They want to claim territory. You know, and it's us black people by nature that we have that, and we don't. So they invent this imaginary territory instead of them having a place that they can call their own. You can't do that when you're in a congested area and people are not considering that fact that you do need something of your own. Now, you call this black on black crime. Well, it's not true. To me, it's more like a crime of passion. They really don't know what they're doing. They're immature, not properly trained or educated. They were once children with high hopes and dreams. Somewhere along the way, this wicked system deprived them of the life that they dreamed about and was trying to achieve, and deprive them of the life of luxuries and privileges that we all are entitled for. It is a systematic dynasty in place to keep us black folks down. And we are so blind and have adopted so many unhealthy and unnatural habits that we are helping in our own destruction. Our opponent. We have to know our opponent. And our opponent is whites of this world who don't believe in sharing and don't believe in responsibility. And those who acquisite with them. We need to first admonish our kids about our opponent. Educate them on the tactics of our adversary. And be an advocate for being there for one another in this battle. We must stand our ground. First, get out of the concrete, the brick homes. I know it sounds far-fetched, but it's the only hope for our future. You see how the black celebrities, when they get money, they take it right back to the white folks instead of investing in their community. Not just their community, but all black communities. I mean, I've been on this planet a long time, and I have not received any help from any of these rich black folks. Now, I hear about it all the time. Oh, they donated all these shoes to this community, or one of them gave bikes, and then during Christmas, oh, they gave them a whole bunch of turkeys and all. I've never received one thing. And I've been in need practically all my life. So it depends on where you live, I guess. So that's why I'm saying, these blacks This is my opinion. I think they need to get out of the entertainment business for a while. Concentrate on building businesses, hospital, mental institutions for our people. All that wasted talent, just singing and dancing with no meaning. That's not us. I mean, we have been singing and dancing, but we was doing it for each other, not being paid. We was singing to express ourselves. We was dancing to attract a mate, or dancing to the gods, and But now, all we doing is entertaining the white folks. Because if it weren't for the white folks, these people would have millions of dollars like they do. And acting is just plain stupid. They want us to believe it's just acting. You in bed, naked, kissing and rubbing and all that stuff. But you can't call that cheating. You can't call that fornicating, as the Christians like to say. It's just acting. They want us to believe that. And they want us to take part in their contemptible lifestyle. And we do it by looking at their programs, listening to their music, and sending our kids to their schools. They're teaching us how to live as they do, but don't treat us as they are. Now, getting back to the black migration, I wonder why most of us didn't move to the mountains or the Great Plains or the Western Plains or Maine or Canada, or left the United States altogether. I wish my folks would have. And getting back to nature, indirectly, the grasses used to nourish and clothe, plus warm the Indians of the plains. These men preyed on bison for meat and hides. Talking about the Indians, how they love the land. And we're not too far from the Indians, because we love the land too. And you see, most of us young girls are taught how to make our own clothes. And wait a minute, we're not taught how to make our own clothes and jewelry, and not even taught how to cook or grow food. Most of us don't. So, and it's a shame. I can go in any neighborhood, black neighborhood, and ask them, do your kids know how to sew? Do they know how to make a garden? What would you think the answer would be? No. Well, time is running out, and I have a lot more to go. So please tune in to part 2 of this series, Getting Back to Nature. Thank you, and I will continue in a minute. Please comment and subscribe if you like.